What's good, podcast? We're back again with another banger from Mind of a Battle Rapper with your boy Prime Time. But today, we got your favorite uncle in the building, Uncle Ike, not Turner. Man, wartime representative, man, he breaks down how he first came a part of Wartown, his relationship with Clone and a lot of others, and his future matchup that he would like to set up. And basically talking about what's next for Ike, man. Will we see him on another battle rap league? Tune in to this interview. Ike, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Ike Not Turner, Sandersville, Georgia, Washington County, Slaughter. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Prime?
Hey, man. Same here, but you already know how the story goes, man. We're gonna dive right into it, man. You look comfortable, I see, man. Is that how you prepare for every battle? Just breezing through people,
Shit.
just comfortable.
Shit. I can be comfortable because I've been prepared for this battle for a while now. A lot of, I can't be like a lot of folks. Like a lot of folks, they get ready like a day before the battle. You know what I'm saying? But I've been prepared, so I'm just being comfortable. I've talked to my homeboy, talked to my homie Prime. What's up?
Mm. Walk me through the mindset of Ike. Like, how do you get motivated? Is it the battle? Is it a guy you get booked? But after you get that phone call and you accept it, do we start writing right away, or how do we prepare?
First of all, I have to be motivated by the opponent in order for me to write for the opponent. Because if you ain't motivated by your opponent, you're not going to give your best. So, like, once I get a call and be like, hey, yo, I got this guy, I'll be like, okay, I'll fuck with him. So that's what gets me into motivated. So then, I look at the footage of the guy. A lot of people, they say they don't look at footage of their opponents. You should look at it, because why would you go to war with somebody you don't know your enemy, and you don't know their enemy's strengths or weaknesses. So I look at my opponent's footage, see how I can manipulate that and turn that against them, along with what I can do, and it just goes from there, and it just gradually just comes. I don't know. It at first it may start. Depending on the opponent, it starts off like slow, but gradually it comes, and once it starts coming, it's like a snowball effect, and once it gets done, that's what happens. But it definitely starts with the opponent being motivated for the opponent. So that's how it starts right there.
And that's you dropping gems, by the way, so I'm gonna try to pick it up. My first battle I seen from Ike Not Turner is the battle I see in the background right now that I'm currently playing against Travis. So just walk me through the mindset of this right here.
Okay.
What was your mindset on this one?
All right.
WarTown warLord. WarTown with the WarTown warLord. The WarTown warLord. That's the title you claim. But the way you rap make you sound scared and afraid. Your rap flow sound delayed, and his punches, they're about the strongest Mike's hard lemonade. About to meet Jamaica, talk about cutting with a sword. I do the same damage with a razor. Everybody praise you. Everybody praise you. That ain't no lie. Typical Jew. Get all that gas just to die.
Well, shout out to Travis. Travis, Travis, he's the only guy, in my opinion, in Wartown that truly has two classic battles. The only guy. So for all the stuff that folks say about him, he's the only when it's time to put on, he puts on, and he's been giving dope perform. He's done like 3 dope performances in a row. So he's getting dope performance. So shout out to Travis,
Shout out to Travis.
When I battled Travis, when I battled Travis, that's actually a battle that I put together, because I don't think, no, I don't want to speak for nobody, but I don't think there was no plans for me to battle Travis. But my mind state was, Travis, he was considered, still is considered one of the top guys in Wartown, especially at that time, and he was like a great fan favorite. And I was like, my mentality was like, man, I can kick Travis ass. I'm finna show that I can kick Travis ass. Hey, yo, Clone. So I hit up Clone. Hey, yo, hook up me and Travis. He was like, okay. I don't. So then I kept on being persistent with it. Yo, I want Travis. I want Travis. So and I let Travis know. I was like, before I even hit Clone up, I was like, yo, I want you in that ring. He was like, all right. And I think that's the first time anyone's ever really called him out. You know. So that's how that went. And I just wanted to just even though I give him respect, I wanted to prove that I could be up there with those talks too, especially with a guy as popular and as popular as Travis. And that was my mind state for it. Be like, I can be up there with him too, and I can kick his ass. So that's what I was like.
That's deep. That's really deep. Pity packing off what I've just heard, what you was talking about the clone situation. Walk me through y'all relationship. How do y'all get to the point where you can just call them up and say, I want this guy and I want this guy?
Well, that's kind of simple. Just I hit his inbox, be like, hey, yo, clone, I want this guy, or I got this guy, or if I have a guy that like I'm setting a battle or whatever, clone, but that's what happened with the court battle. The court battle was already set up, and it was supposed to be on another platform, but that fell through. So I just like, hey, clone, I got this battle with court. It's already paid for, so we can do it as a surprise battle, because I told him, like, I don't even want to announce, just have it as a surprise battle, because like that's gonna shock, that's gonna be the shock right there. Be like, damn, court battling night. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came about. So really, you just tell them who you want, or bring to them who you got, and you'll set it up. Or he'll give you some suggestions, but most of the time when I come to him, he set up the battle, so there ain't really no problem with that.
Fire. That's really fire. But what I noticed, you are one of the most viewed person in WarTown. Hands down. If they like you or not, you are hands down the most viewed battle rapper in WarTown. Walk me through, what's the difference between you becoming WarTown and the new age people coming WarTown? Was it a difference? Because we had to go through boot camps and scrimmages and meetings. What it was? So it was just like,
well, let me break down. Well, to talk about the most viewed, the one thing I concentrate on to become the most viewed is you have to first of all, you have to communicate with the people that actually fuck with you. Like if somebody leaves a comment on your shit, whether it's good or bad, respond to it. You know what I'm saying? So because that lets people know that you actually paying attention to what they're saying when they say it. And just constant, and also big shout out to Sandersville, Washington County, my hometown, because they support me tremendously. So a lot of my views come from there, with people that support me and go and check out the battles. I share them, and then other people share them. And it's just, you just gotta love the people, show love to the people that show love to you. So many people concentrate on motherfuckers with like one, but you might have 20 good comments and 2 bad comments. Most people, they concentrate on 2 bad comments. Fuck the 2 bad comments. Concentrate on people that's showing you love and that actually support what you do. That's how you get those views like that. You know what I'm saying? And just continue to share your battle. Like people, they after like 2 months or so, they don't even share their battle no more. My first battle was about 2.5 years ago against Take It Ray. I still share that battle. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can get at least 5 views a day, you've accomplished something. Get at least 5 views a day, and that's how you get that. But the difference between my boot camp and your boot camp, well, first of all, the main difference, we had to go 3 rounds in our boot camp. We had to go 3 rounds. So that was one of the differences. Other than that, to be honest with you, just my opinion, I don't really see too much of a difference, because it's all about getting out there and grinding and working for your name and getting your name out there. And that's something that I had to do, Just B had to do. Who else was in our class? D-Lo, shout out to D-Lo.
Slick Rick.
Who that?
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. Who's that?
It was
Slick
a
Rick.
It was a joke.
I was about to say. But fuck you. But yeah, that's mainly the whole thing. And then y'all had to do the same thing. Y'all had to. It's all about you get the opportunity in the boot camp to do what you have to do, and then it's up to you. The opportunity is given to you. If they give you the ball to run with, it's up to you on how you run to make that play.
Just throwing it out there, off the record, but it's on the record. Would your class beat our class?
Would our class beat your class? I can't speak for the other class, but shit, me personally, I'll fuck your class up.
Don't do that. All right, we got some hitters in our class. All right, we got some hitters.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like last year, I would have been skeptical to say that, but I done fucked around, and like one thing I learned, being a battle rapper, learning who you are as a battle rapper is really just knowing who you are as a person. And once you figure out that secret right there, you're gonna have the mindset that can't nobody fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we're scanning through trying to figure out how can we do this battle rap shit. And it's just being you. Finding out who you are as a battle rapper is knowing who you are as yourself. If you don't know who you are, you're not gonna find out who you are as a battle rapper. Or if you can't correlate those two, it ain't gonna happen. But I don't know, but no, seriously, to answer that question, that would be a good that would be something good. That would be something good.
Yeah, off the record, I just wanted to be a class versus class, like coming to it, like a family reunion.
Well, it's kind of we kind of did that with rookies versus vets, didn't we?
But no.
With Warhead versus WarLord, right?
Yeah, but no, because it's like it's a mixture of all y'all boot camps, because you just be one on that card and he's in your class. So it's some classes that you graduated with that wasn't on that card. And it's some people that I graduated with that wasn't on that card as well. So it's not my class versus your class.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, before we even get into that, like, what matchups from my class would you want to see from your class that you feel would be a good matchup, and that you feel like your class would win? Because I'm pretty sure you feel like your class would win, but who would be some good matchups from your class versus my class?
Off the top, I know like 2 people from your class. I really don't know your whole roster, but
I'm gonna go through our class. Let me see. Me, Just B, D-Lo, Nah, Twan Doe, Take It Ray. That's pretty much the 6 from our class, and it's like 3 of us, because D-Lo he took a break. He's coming back soon, but he took a break. Take It Ray, we haven't heard from him since his 8-man battle.
That's a shot.
And no, that wasn't no shot. That wasn't no shot. Shout out to Ray. I mean, I understand Ray. Ray, he ain't really with all the other nonsense that go on battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So I think he more or less was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit this shit out there. I end up fucking one of these motherfuckers up for that dumb shit.
To me, I heard 3 names and then I just went black. My ear just wasn't reciprocating whatever you said after that. But I think, Dub will get you out of here. D-Lo, I like D-Lo versus Hollywood Heem. He'll get him out of there. Shout out to D-Lo, by the way, that's my dog.
If I ever get in the ring with Dub, we would really have, like, people always talk about we're gonna talk to each other. Me and him will really truly talk to each other.
That's a fact. It would be a talk that
it would be more like a more of a great debate, and we'll find out who's the best debater in that.
Who's the best philosopher? But the D-Lo and Hollywood Heem. Shout out to the barhead.
Yeah.
Just
shout out to barhead.
I would get King Dre. Shout out to my big dog, man. 4 years shit. I know what it is. King Dre, and
that would be making versus making.
Yeah, I want to see that. I definitely want to see that. Because I told him in the last time I ran down
Or you could switch up those matchups. You could switch up and put Just B against Dub, and I could get up there. I could get up there with King Dre because I wouldn't mind getting there with King Dre.
Yeah, you got the floor. You talk to him.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting up there with King Dre.
No, but you know what I'm saying, and the rest of my class, we got to even it up because you know we got the Noahs in my class. We got the Sincere in my class. We have.
I think another thing too is it's kind of hard to compare classes because, like I said, like out of our class, only 3 of us are really still here. So it's hard to like compare, like have that would compare your class to my class because only 3 of us are here. Like I said, Twan Doe, he's still here.
I will fuck Twan Doe up, by the way.
Oh, for real? You fuck Twan up?
I will fuck him up. By the way. Right now, I'm Prime Bayless, but if I take these glasses off, I will fuck Twan Doe up. Twan Doe. Yeah.
Okay. But that's about it.
Respectfully.
Well, that's the thing. I want to ask that. Why that must be the thing now. Motherfucker would say the most disrespectful shit and then say respectfully, be like, "Man, I'll fuck you up and beat the shit out you, nigga." Respectfully.
because at the same time, it's like I'm being disrespectful, but I'm saying it to you in a respectfully way. You feel me? Like like you know, in the day and age with the females, like all you gotta do is put LOL. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do such and such X, Y, to you, LOL. But if you want to do it, then yeah, we can do it.
So it's like be like, you know, I respect everything you do, and you know, everything that you do is great. But I just want to say that respectfully, I will kick your ass.
Exactly.
So that's what it is.
So then you don't get a Facebook jab because you know them fans is watching. By the way, switching, getting back on the topic.
Yeah, let's get back there.
Let's if you can compare your class to an NBA draft, what draft would your class be? If you in tune with NBA.
If I could compare our class to any class, any class,
any class in a draft, any NBA draft, football draft, whatever the case, whatever sport you're comfortable with, or a team. Let's scratch it. A team, an NBA team with retro years. So you can pick any year. What team would your class be, and why?
I think our team would be. I think our team would probably be the San Antonio Spurs.
What year was that?
Because you got the 2 twin towers, which is myself and Just B.
David Robinson, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I think we would any year where Duncan and Robinson was there. I think we would be because we would be the 2 twin towers. You know what I'm saying.
So who was TP? Who was Tony Parker?
Who would be Tony Parker? When he get off the injured reserve list, D'Lo.
So your 6
D'Lo.
man.
Wait a minute, hold up. D'Lo or Twando. But Twando, he got to show up. He got to show up for the Georgia games. He don't never make it to. He be killing shit in Florida. He don't never come to the Georgia games though.
Talk about it. So he don't support y'all. You feel like he don't support the class?
No. I feel that. I didn't say that. I just feel like things come up and he never show up for the Georgia game. You know what I'm saying? But he do his thing in Florida. But it's easy. But at the same time, it's easier because he's from Florida. Okay. So it's easier to travel up and around Georgia. And coming from where he's at to Warner Robins, that's a trip. You know, shout out to the Raleigh boys because hell, they make that trip every damn time. So coming from Orlando to Warner Robins and making every time, that's a hell of a long damn trip. So shout out to them for making that trip.
Who is your 6th man? Who would you know?
Who would be the 6th man? At this moment, shit. when he's on point, message. When he's on point, message. And he will be able to sub in for some of us. You know
that's definitely a shocker. I would never thought you was gonna put the WarLord boys on your team. That's a lot.
Wow.
Salute to that.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. Why would you think I wouldn't put the WarLord boys in?
It's shocking. You know what I mean?
Because of my last battle with Low Sarah.
Yeah, exactly. The way I seen it, it felt like it was a lot of tension in that battle. I felt a little tension in that battle, but that was gonna get to my next question. But no disrespect to the WarLord boys. I think both of them as a group they're fire and individually they fire. But
yeah, most definitely. In a battle, there's gonna be tension like that. I mean, because think about it, there was money on the line too. So it's going to be tension like that. But just because there's some tension doesn't mean that you don't respect you want to kill your op, but you still respect what your op does. The fact that you respect what they do should make you want to kill them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I got respect for what they do. And like I said, message when he's on point, he's definitely got that role.
Okay. Last but not least in that on that team, who's Robert Ory?
Who's Robert Ory?
You know, that's Big Shot Bob, man. And
yeah, that's the
big shot.
Guy
that's
the guy in the clutch. Shit. It's kind of hard for our class because, like I said, we ain't really had that many at state. I would say, like I said, even though I said these names before, I'm gonna say it's either between D-Lo or Twando. But being that Twando is more active, I'm gonna give it to Twan.
So if the D-Lo was active the same as Twando, who would you get the keys to as Tony Parker?
I gotta go with my homie D-Lo.
Yeah, D-Lo is fine.
I'm going with my homie D-Lo. And also you have to look at the fact that they've battled, and in my opinion, D-Lo already beat Twan. So
I was there. I was in the building.
So I gotta give it. So if D-Lo was still active, I would definitely give it to D-Lo.
Have you had
that's my brother too. That's one of the few guys that I consider actually brothers in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Lo.
If you had to take now you are Coach K, right? And this is the USA team to represent WarTown. You only have a 10. Nah. I'm gonna give you a 16. Now I'm gonna give you a 12-man roster. Who are your 12 that you can take on the road? I'm talking about we going to JoJo house, we gonna wipe them out, we going to King of the Dot, wipe them out.
12-man.
URL.
12-man roster.
You only can take 12. You only can take 12. And you know it's a lot of us in the town, WarTown. Shout out to WarTown.
All right, 12-man roster. Myself, Ike Nat Turner, Just B.
Pause. You can't take yourself. You are the coach.
I'm the coach. I forgot. I can't be the player coach. I can't be the player coach.
You gotta, because you make plays. You don't want to hit. You want to phone up.
All right. Call. All right. Let's scratch that. Let's scratch that. All right. I'm taking Just B. I'm taking Ace Jab. I'm taking EMB. I'm taking Dub.
Okay. Shout out to Dub.
Shout out to Dub. I'm taking I'm taking Travis. I'm taking I'm taking PDP. I'm taking PDP. I'm taking Sincere, most definitely.
Shout out to Sincere.
I'm taking Kool-Aid.
Far heavy. You know I'm always biased. Fire.
I'm taking Prime Time.
It's a good look.
I'm taking Noah.
Definitely good look.
I'm taking King Dre.
Definitely a good look. Got one more.
One more. Let me see. Since he's considered, I think he's considered officially WarTown now. So I'm taking Chase Banks with me.
No Hollywood Heen.
I feel like he has maybe one more battle to go where he reaches that level that he reached with Travis. Once he gets that one more battle in where it's like, yo, and then he'll definitely be in there.
No Brain.
No.
No Snub Nose. No Freddie Snub.
Snub, if Snub was more active, I think Snub is kind of. Someone that told me Snub had kind of backed away from battle was going to concentrate on music. And as far as Brain, he could be in the top 12, but like, just to be honest, too many no-shows.
Who would you give the captain role of the 12-man roster, and why?
The captain role of the 12-man roster.
The 12 you just named.
Simply due to the fact that he's the WarTown champion, and also due to his performance. I mean, to his experiences and performances, I give the captain the Ace Jab. I mean, because he's the WarTown champion. I mean, you have to. I mean, he's the one with the chain. He's the one that's that was picked to represent WarTown. And he's out there, so you got to get like if he.
So when you said he's been picked.
Well, let me rephrase that.
Oh no, no.
You said that was like a that
you
said. What I meant was he won the tournament. He wasn't picked. I don't feel like they'd be like, yo, you the one that. He won the championship. He won the competition. He beat the competition, including myself. So being that, you get the captain role.
Do you think he earned the role?
Yeah, I think he earned it. Cause he battled Sincere in the first round and he had to switch his role because he was supposed to originally battle Snub. And he had to switch his bars to go with what Sincere was on. So that took a lot. He did that like in a week time because I remember Sincere was telling me he was in a tournament, so he did that in a week time. Me and him battled. He won. Went up against Dub. He won. And he went up against Just Being won. So,
Do you think he won? Or did Dub lost?
Dub, he choked. You know what I'm saying? So, and we all go through that. So in the midst of things, even though I feel like if I could have tightened up my performance a little bit, I could have beat Jab. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Matter of fact, walk me through your performance with Jab. Like, what was your mindset at? Because
all right. I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad you asked that question because I've never answered that question publicly. All right, when I was going up against Jab, my mind state was like, you know what? I know none of these motherfuckers think I'm gonna beat this nigga. I know none of them think I'm, so I really ain't got nothing to lose. So that was my mentality when I went up against Jab. And I noticed with Jab, he was very aggressive when he battled guys, and he bumps guys and they had something like because he hit Reggie P had and everything. So I was like, so my mentality was like, okay, he's the battle rap tough guy. So let me show him that I'm gonna show him that hell, you a battle rap tough guy. Let's see who the toughest in. So that was my mentality. Like I was gonna be like, based on my talent, I'm finna bully Jab the same way he be trying to bully folks. I'm finna bully his ass.
Did you think you executed to your perfection or no?
No, because you want to know what? Because I'm gonna admit this. You want to know what I should have been able to. I should have blended more of me rapping with the bullying because I was so concentrated on. I'm finna, man. This nigga ain't. I'm finna punk this nigga. I'm finna punk this nigga. I'm gonna bump him and be in his face. He ain't gonna move me. I concentrated on that too much when I should have been more like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but still do my bars and stuff like that. So I concentrated too much on the wrong thing. And I think that really cost me. And for my third round, like actually the only round I really think I did to perfection was my third round. But he also had a dope third round too, So,
I was there. Shout out to Jab. Did have a good third.
Yeah, so shout out to Jab. So, like I said, and I think because I feel like I definitely won the first. The second, you can give it to him simply due to the fact that I had some slip ups in there. But if I hadn't had those slips up in there, I definitely would have took the second. But due to my slip ups and stuff, he took the second. And the third, I feel it could have been a toss up, but he had a really good third too, as long as my third. I think my third went. Actually, I know my third went over a lot of people's heads. Because I was flipping his name Ace, but I was like, pick up the pace, you more P Ace, it was like, so I know my third went over a lot of people's heads. So
how do you feel about the judges? Do you think it should be a set judges throughout the tournament, the people that know how to judge battle rap, or how you feel about the judges? How do you feel about getting judged from the judges, and did they call it fairly? You think you lost?
I mean, do I feel like I lost? Well, like I said, I mean, I feel like I lost because I didn't do what I had to do in order to execute and get him out of there. And that's just my mentality. If it's not the judge's fault if I feel like I slipped up. Now, as far as like the judges for my last battle, there was one judge.
Talk about it.
There was one judge who gave it to Los Era.
Who was that judge?
I found out who this judge is. And they asked this judge, why did you give it to Los Era? Man, I just feel like Ike's outdated. And I'm like, outdated? Like, so I was like, I guess that's part of the thing of being a judge, but it's all good. I still feel like I want to.
Go ahead.
But let me say this though, let me say this. I feel like I'm one of the best in the league. So ain't no need for me to be modest.
Whoa, respectfully. That's what I say. Exactly. Me piggybacking off that Ace Jab situation back to the tournament. I'm playing devil's advocate right now. I feel like you didn't give your best performance because you had another performance with Court the next day. Yeah. So walk me through why you did not show up the next day.
I didn't show up the next day because my ride didn't come. I mean, it was that simple. I was riding up there with my cousin and he had some things to do and his car had messed up. So I wish I could give you a juicy story, but shit, my ride didn't come. So that's really all. I mean, because I prepare. I know a lot of people, they be like, when you going for two battles, you gonna give up one battle. I was fully prepared for both of those battles.
Okay, talk about it.
I was fully prepared and ready for both of those battles. But at the same time, I'm glad that even though I missed a battle at Battle Rap Society, and shout out to JoJo, I feel like it all worked out for the best because my battle with Court was like my breakout performance to where people actually was taking a look at me and was like, hey, yo, Ike really got like Ike's for real. So, but I was prepared for both battles.
being prepared for both battles, because I never seen Ike have back-to-back battles. So me playing, like I said, me playing devil's advocate, I thought that played a toll in your performance. But now you cleared that up. I have to run with that. But
and a lot of people, and let me tell you something about that battle too, about both of those battles. I never take back-to-back battles, and I've never said this on camera or to anyone like in public. The reason I took back-to-back battles was because, to be honest with you, I didn't even after I did the court battle, after I would have did the ace jab battle, and after I would have did the court battle, I wasn't really planning on battling anymore.
Why is that?
I was fed up with it. I was fed up with it. I didn't feel like I was where I needed to be. I wasn't having any fun battling anymore. And I just was fed up with it. And I was like, you know what? This shit was better when I was a fan. I don't really want to fuck with this shit no more so far. So Court, he announced it was his final battle, but it would have been my final battle too with this Court.
So why is the change of heart? Why is the change of heart? Because now I see the Ike from the last performance of Ricky versus Vex. He looked like he was having fun up there. He looked like he enjoyed it. And now you're back on the biggest card. I can say that WarTown presented. It's a 2-day event. Shout out to Tay-Rock, shout out to Clone, shout out to everybody that put it together. Yeah. But like I said, it feels like Ike is back in the groove and he's having fun with it. Why is the change of?
Because just like anything else, you need to step back and recharge yourself. If you keep on doing something back to back, of course you're gonna get tired of it. I mean, because I was like battling back to back. The tournament was taking a lot of, because pairing once a month and just me, it was taking a lot out. It was taking a lot of the joy out of that shit for me, So when I took a break, because I said I'm gonna take a break. I said I'm gonna take a 3-month break, and if I'm still feeling the same way, I'm not doing this shit no more. Because I was actually supposed to battle Hound Dog, because I'm battling Hound Dog at this next event. I was actually supposed to battle Hound Dog. I was supposed to battle Hound Dog at the warLord event. I got offered Hound Dog, and I was like, no, I'm still taking a break, and I don't. But at the same time, I was preparing for Hound Dog still. I was still writing little bars. That's why it didn't take me long to get ready for him. But I just needed a chance to recharge and just find out why I enjoy doing this so much. So just took a break, and now I'm back at it.
So while you was taking a break and you had time to sit down to regroup, have you checked your progress throughout the battles? Because like you said, your first battle was Automatic Ray. And when I started to
Take It Ray, not Automatic Ray, Take It Ray.
Take It Ray, Automatic Ray. But at the same time, I seen the progress in Ike to now. Did you sit back and watch what you need to work on? So then when you came back to this Ricky versus Vex, you was already polished, or you just changed up your style, or what you do?
Hell yeah. I mean, I looked at what I needed wrong. I looked at what like you said, I look at, when a lot of us, we always talk about our strengths, but none of us look at our weaknesses. And I looked at my weaknesses in battle rap, but I also looked at what I do best in battle rap. So once you do that and put it together, and I also want to say, like, and then, it's just like your slogan. I mean, you look good, you feel good, you rap good. So that slogan in battle rap is life. You got to look good in front of that camera. So I had to figure out, I can't be looking sloppy and stupid in front of the camera no more. So it's like, so
shout out to Prime Time for that slogan, by the way.
Shout out to Prime Time for that slogan. I don't know where he got it from, but shout out to him for it. But but just looking at certain things about myself in order to improve, and just, and that's really just it. Just being honest with yourself. Be like, okay, I'm good at this, so I need to accentuate this. I'm not the best at this, but I need to add a little bit, but without, like, I don't want this to be my thing. So just improving yourself.
And you definitely proved yourself in that last performance. I shout out to it, and I'm looking forward to the Hound Dog performance because I will be in the building both days.
I appreciate that, man.
Prime Babies will definitely be in there.
Yeah, most definitely.
So,
you know,
how do you feel about not being in nobody's top 10 in WarTown? Being that you put a lot of work in for WarTown and you're in nobody's top 10 or even top 5.
I was in a couple of people's top 10. I was in Justin Harris's top 10. I was actually number 4. I was in Chase Banks' top 10. I was in somebody else's top 10. They had me tied in number 9 with Brain. I was in a couple of people's top 10. Do you
consider
let me finish that though.
Go ahead.
What's up?
Go ahead.
Let me finish that though. Really, like, a person's top 5 is like, that's just somebody's opinion. And then when you really look at it, like I said, a majority of the people that was putting up those top 5s were a bunch of battle rappers arguing on who was the best anyway. It's like, but when you have like that group, that WarTown group has thousands and thousands of people in it. When you don't have like random people putting up in their top 5, that's who I count. You know, I don't count the battle rappers that argue at the same 6 or 7 or 8 battle rappers that argue every damn day in there. That means nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It's the people that determine who's the top 5. It's the people who determine who's the champ. It's the people who's determine who's number 1. And that's who I concentrate on, and that's who I look at. So
the people outside of the town, not rappers, but the people that's actually clicking to watch the battles. That's who
exactly. Yeah, that's who I mean. That's who I count. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
I mean, and like I said, but the rappers and the guys who say they're unbiased, but they really just fanboys of one certain battler. You know what I'm saying? They top 10 don't count to me.
That's a fact. Walk me through the first time that you. When was the day that Ike was a part of WarTown? Like, walk me through that day. Like, you were officially WarTown. Ike not Turner. You were officially a WarTown. You're on the roster. Was it after the Travis battle? What was you as an active member of WarTown?
I was you mean when I was offered or when I felt like I was an active member?
That could be a 2-part question, yeah.
Okay. I felt like I became an active member of WarTown really after my Amen battle. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there haven't been too many battles I've been in where I wasn't an underdog. Almost every single battle I've been, like when I battled Take It Ray, even though we was both rookies, Take It Ray had a few people behind him that like, yo, he's gonna be the next one. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be one of us. The other guy, all right. So after that battle, you know, it was like, okay, that could have been beginner's luck. Then they put me in there with Just B. You know, Just B, he was like heavily tutored. You know, and that was kind of like a toss-up matchup. I feel like he won 2-1, but the only reason he won 2-1 is because I took my foot off his neck in the 3rd round and started going at other people. So then when I went up against Amen at the time, Amen just had like 2 battles and they was already calling him like the new Haymaker King of WarTown. They was pretty much ready to crown him as the new king. So no one was really giving me any. Nobody ever thought I was going to win that battle. So when I did that when I 3-0'd him, that's when I was like, and people started looking at me a little bit different, and I was like, well, okay, I am a part of the roster.
Do you think that you go through the most tests? Because when I was just hearing about people not grasping your bars like that, do you think they actually want to hurt Ike, or Ike flow with just past tense to the ears, to the battle rap ears?
Well, It depends on what you want to hear. Like if you want, when people say that your flow is past tense, that means like the there you a lot of I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people in WarTown, they used to one type of style, or just like a certain type of style. They used to rapid fire punches, gun bars, but most of the rapid fire punches, gun bars, name flips, basically the cut and paste recipe for battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So when people be like, oh, yeah, well, you know, your flow is out there, your flow is past tense. Like, no, it's not. It's not as past tense. It's not dated. It's just there's other ways that you can do this in battle rap, and it's just ways that you haven't grasped of, or that you don't want to grasp of, because it's easier to hear somebody do the same damn punchlines over and over, and it's easier to hear somebody do the same gun bars. It's easier for somebody to connect the same damn words over and over. That's what I call it, connect the dot style. Where you get them connect the same damn words and be like, oh, that's some next level shit. No, it's not. That's some first grade connect the dot shit.
Outdated from a judge. So do you think your flow is outdated?
No, I mean, because the judge has said that, he's a fucking idiot anyway.
Can we see
You're
Ike
gonna
in
see
the
Ike outside
basement?
of WarTown. You're gonna see Ike. Let me make that clear. You're gonna see Ike outside of WarTown. You're gonna see Ike outside of WarTown. A few times this year. I'm in the midst of making some things happen right now. You're gonna see Ike outside of WarTown.
Do Ike have a hit list?
Not in particular. Well, there's one person on my hit list, but I'm gonna keep that in wraps because we're in the midst of trying to put that together right now.
Oh no, we need to talk about that.
I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that on. I gotta keep that on the wrap. But let me say this. But I'm gonna say this, like, that I don't really have a hit list.
The fans want to know.
I don't really have a hit list. It's just whoever. My hit list is whoever I feel is dope and whoever I feel is scary. Those are the guys that I want to go after. You know what I'm saying? Those are everybody. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, and there's some people I just wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind battling just to test my skill against. Like, I wouldn't mind getting Dre in the ring. I wouldn't mind, hell, if it ever comes up and if the time was right, I wouldn't mind getting Dub in the ring because I'm a great fan of Dub. I'm a great fan of Dub. I wouldn't mind getting Dub in the ring, you know. Noah. I mean, he's dubbed as the dangerous new superstar, and everybody's scared of him. I mean,
That's a fact. So
I wouldn't mind getting.
Noah, man.
I wouldn't mind getting a lot. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind getting a lot of those guys. So I just want to go up against the guys. I want to go up against the guys that motherfuckers deem dangerous. I wouldn't mind getting KT in the ring. I've been trying to get KT in the ring for a minute.
Talk about it.
No, I've been trying to get KT in the ring for a minute, so I wouldn't mind getting him in the ring. Definitely wouldn't mind getting him in the ring.
Which one of the new edition guys he was again?
No, KT?
Yeah.
No, KT. He's a member. He's a member of 3430.
No.
That spotlight groveling motherfucker. He was Ralph and Bobby Brown. That nigga. He want to sing sensitivity and. I wouldn't mind getting J2, and I want to get J2 in the ring.
That's a good name.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, all the people I just like, and that's another thing. I don't really concentrate on top 10 lists because the work you put in is going to get you on what is going to get you in whatever list. As long as you keep on working, I'm just looking and I just want to keep on improving every single battle. That's my goal. So if you think that my performance against Los Cerros was my best, I'm looking to have my next battle be better than that. You know what I'm saying? So that's really my goal right there. Just get all the things I want to get in there with all the dangerous people.
If I can do a rematch with one battle, who would I rematch and why?
Does it have to be one?
One, the one that can, the one you think took a bad loss to.
Just be. I don't think I took. Well, I know I didn't take a bad loss to him, but I just feel like I took my foot off his neck, and that's a battle that I could have won. So if I could do a rematch with anybody, it would be Just be.
Just be, if you're looking and you watching, man. That man won his run back, man. He said it's the rematch.
Shout out to Just be, man, because he definitely has getting everything that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Because we came up in the same class, and I seen him. He worked just as hard as I did. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to him in the battle. Him and Dre Dennis. If y'all didn't see that battle, make sure y'all go see this out now.
That was, you know what I'm saying? That was a dope battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I could run back any rematch, it would probably be him.
Let's take this outdated stuff out the equation. Can we see a Ike or 2-on-2 with Ike and whoever? Would you do a 2-on-2?
Can I be real with you?
Hey, man. By all means, keep it real.
Somebody else had asked a suggestion of that. Like, first of all, for me to be, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't really like no 2-on-2 person. I love seeing other people do 2-on-2s, but it would have to be somebody that I'm really cool with, that we have that chemistry, that we can make that happen. Because it would be, I mean, I would do a 2-on-2, but it would have to be with somebody that I'm really cool with. I know that I would have to be really dedicated to doing that, because 2-on-2s are hard to do. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to anybody that does. I mean, shout out to another thing, like that was a dope ass 2-on-2 with Brilliant Deaf and the Academy. That was a dope ass 2-on-2 right there. And I like the way Dub and Al did that shit, where they didn't do it the typical 2-on-2 way, but like you say a word, I say a word, you say 2 bars. Like they split it up and did, so that was dope the way they did that. And the Academy, they was dope too. I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't think they was gonna be that good in the 2-on-2, but they was dope as hell too. Shout out to both of them. But
I would definitely be good too if I write majority of the bars.
What you said? Yeah, you talk about shot fire. That was a shotgun blast fire.
I'm just saying. That sound like a lopsided match to me. You know, it don't sound like it's blended.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I heard there was a little thing going on between you and EAZ. Are we gonna get that matchup in the future?
Hey man, I'm an analyst, man. I'm an analyst right now.
Okay, never mind then. You ain't, all right, you ain't gotta answer my question. That's all right.
Maybe.
That would be a dope matchup though. That would be a dope ass matchup though.
That's something you gotta ask Prime, man. You gotta ask Prime.
Okay, all right. All right, I'm being interviewed by Mr. Grant now, so I asked Prime. Right.
You feel me? Yeah, man. You gotta ask Prime, man. USC Prime July 3rd.
Well, tell Prime I said that's a dope matchup. You ought to put that together.
Hey man, he heard you, man. You know.
Okay.
Listening. He's out there. But what is before we end this, before we get up out of here, man, I don't want to waste some more of your time. Where people can find Ike Not Turner at if they wanted to get in touch with him on any social media.
Okay. All you have to do on Facebook, just look me up. I have 2 pages. You have Bernard L. Kinsey and Bernard Kinsey. You can look me up on IG at Ike Not Turner. Look me up there. And those are the two main ones right there. Just look me up on IG at Ike Not Turner and Bernard Kinsey on Facebook.
And before we sign out,
I'm getting a Twitter.
You need a Twitter, all right.
Yeah, I'm getting a Twitter. Actually, I think I got a Twitter. I just forgot my damn password. I gotta read.
But before we sign out, man,
But let me say one more thing. You know,
go ahead.
Let me say one more thing.
This is your interview.
You know, I just want people to understand that, you know, in order to do this, I mean, it takes a lot. Like, it takes a whole lot to be a battle rapper. You're talking about the mind of a battle rapper. It takes a lot. We give up a lot of our time. and a lot of like spending time with our families in order to perfect this and do this. So, I mean, people need to start respecting the time that we give. I mean, everyone from the fans to the battle rappers to the league owners, they need to start respecting the time that we put into this in order to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? In order to give you these good performances. And another thing, give flowers to the people that show up and give the good performances. Don't give flowers to the people that don't show up or the people that come and choke all the time and the people that do this and do that. Don't continue to give these people their flowers because all they're going to do is wipe their ass with flowers and throw them to you. Give respect to the people that show up every time and the people that's going to give you their best on every showing. So with that being said, man, that's all I have to say as far as like the mind of a battle rapper.
You heard it here first, man. Another episode of the Mind of a Battle Rapper with your boy, your uncle. All right, we out of here, man. I appreciate your time, man.